Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy, and I'm here for you today with your September 2019 monthly Tarotscope. So we are going to be diving into your month of September, what you need to know, what messages the angels have for you, and how you can best navigate this September 2019. So we are going to start with the cards on this idea of what your overarching theme is. So what is the overarching theme for you guys for this month? Let's see what we've got here. Okay. All right, so if you've been waiting for justice to be delivered on something, this is the month that you're going to get it. This is where you're going to get your justice, okay? So this is something that has felt unfair, that has felt unbalanced, that, so it might be even just an area of your life that has felt out of balance will suddenly find its way back to feeling balanced for you. But it can also be about something that has been an injustice for you or has felt unfair or unbalanced that will work out in your favor this month. So that's always a really good thing. The card itself says fair and just decisions, do what you know is right, stand up for your beliefs. So this is also about making sure that you are honoring your beliefs, standing strong in your truth. So if you need to defend your beliefs, if that feels important, make sure that you are doing that. We don't want to let other people take advantage of us, or shift that in any way. It's really important that if it's our truth, if it's our belief, that there are certain times that we need to share that. There are certain times that we need to communicate that, and have that discussion, especially if somebody's trying to change us in some way or influence us in some way. And it's okay for them to have their own beliefs. That's okay too. And we can have our beliefs, and that's all right. So making sure that you are listening though to that voice of right and wrong for you, and what's right, and letting that be a guide for you as well throughout this month. So let's take a look at what your challenges and barriers are for this month. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so here we have the Knight of Fire, okay? So sometimes this can be a sudden situation, something quick that's going to need your attention immediately. Sometimes it can be an emergency of some kind, but I don't really feel like this is the case necessarily. It's actually just something, it feels like, where something happens and it's just going to need your attention right away. It might be like a little bit of a crisis situation where you need to kind of put out some fires, or you need to respond immediately and kind of be on your toes, think quickly, respond quickly, that kind of an energy. So also, this is very much an energy of like time being of the essence. So if you are sitting on a decision, if you're maybe procrastinating on something and it's something that feels as though it needs to be done soon, or it has an actual deadline that needs to be done soon, making sure that you're doing that, making sure that you're not putting it off. Do your very best to work on that, chip away at it, don't avoid it, because the timing on this is going to be really important for some reason. So timing, making sure that you also are listening to that intuitive voice when you're responding to situations that require you to respond immediately in that moment. Let your intuition be your guide for those situations so that you're making the best decisions in that moment. So let's take a look at what's going well and how we can foster it. Okay, so here we have the Unity card reversed, okay? So this is suggesting that maybe you've been feeling more disconnected from your spirituality, from your spiritual community. Maybe you work with a spiritual mentor or coach, or someone with the church or something like that you connect with, that you've maybe gotten away from, that you haven't spent as much time with, or like-minded friends, this kind of an energy. And now it's time for you to reconnect with that. And I think that you understand that. I think that you'll take steps in that direction. Now it's time for you to reconnect with your spiritual side, with a spiritual community, with spiritual supports, even with spiritual books, courses, whatever it is, but just incorporating this a little bit more, honoring that spiritual part of yourself. You are doing that a little bit right now simply through watching this video, but making sure that you are honoring that spiritual part of yourself through this month. I think that you're going to continue to build on that, and I think that that's really, really important for you guys, for your overall well-being and just feeling good and feeling connected and feeling like you can recognize the magic that exists in the world, right? You need people you can talk to about the magic that's happening for you, about the signs and synchronicities, about the things that you've manifested, about just all of these wonderful things. And if you need a community, if you don't have that community, I have a group over on my Facebook page under Christy Waters Forsyth that it's called It's a Magical Life with Christy Forsyth. And we share stories in there. We share magical occurrences and things like that. So sometimes people don't have that community. So I created that community so that we could celebrate with each other when those magical little things happen in life. But I think connecting a little bit more with the magic, watching for signs and synchronicities, you know, asking for more signs and synchronicities is a great way for you to connect to that as well. So let's take a look at what you should focus on for this month. What's going to be a good focus for this month? Okay, here we have the ego reverse. Okay, so this is about releasing yourself from something that no longer serves you, releasing yourself from something that maybe your ego has made it difficult for you to release yourself from. Maybe in the past you've tried to release yourself from it, but that ego has stepped in, that fear has stepped in and said, no, you can't do this. You don't have the ability to do this. You don't have the ability to move forward from this. And this is really saying you're not as stuck as you think you are. And you do have the ability and you can move forward. And this is the time to do it. So set that ego to the side as best you can. Ask the angels to help you with the fear that you may experience. And let that shit go if you can, you know? Whatever it is, let it go, because you're really supported in that. And I think it's gotten to the point that it's frustrated you enough that you actually are feeling a little bit more ready to do that. And the ego isn't stepping in quite as much to stop you from releasing whatever that is that's holding you back. So let's take a look at what you should, or what else you need to know for this month. Oh, this is an exciting card. So we have the Sun card, okay? This is happy outcomes. This is connecting to your light. This is feeling joyful. This is feeling good. So I feel like as we are progressing through this month, you are going to be connecting with this positive, light-filled energy. I think you're going to be doing a little work throughout your month. Of course, we always are doing some work, but happy outcomes are coming here. You know, good feelings, good vibes, positivity, feeling like you are higher in your vibration, feeling like you are more connected to your light, feeling like you're just feeling more positive and happy overall. So this is a really great energy for you to connect with this month. And then we're going to pull one more card from my fairy deck just to take a look at what these cards have to say for you. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, here we have the kindness card, okay? So if you find yourself at all stuck throughout this month, they are saying focus on kindness, focus on doing, acts of kindness, focusing on just being kind to other people, focusing on being of service in some way can be really, really helpful in terms of pulling you out of your own head and pulling you out of your own problems and helping you to feel good again and helping you to raise your vibration again. And meanwhile, you're helping other people. So it's really a win-win situation. So spread the kindness, focus on kindness, focus on being of service, and it's going to help you get through this month and to handle any of the challenges that you have going on. So those are your cards for September 2019. I'm Christy Forsyth. If you want to learn more about me or about clarity, you can check me out at discoveryourawakening.com. I do offer my favorite service, which is soul therapy, an intuitively guided life coaching process. You can check that out on my website. I do offer private tarot readings as well, over video or in person if you happen to live locally. So those are your messages for this month. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you do that. It helps you to get any updates on any videos that I upload, and I'm going to be uploading a bunch more this upcoming month, and it helps to support my channel, which I always appreciate. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon with another video. Take care.